Okay, this is Nate, and we are getting ready to play Megaman 2.
And this is Jacob. I am the other brother, and I will be playing Mega Man 2 as well, and winning.
Alright,
And
so, go ahead.
We are going to be playing this game on difficult. I know this game a lot better than my brother, so I'm going to do the added challenge of playing without the metal blade, which is what everyone uses.
Yeah, I need the metal blade, and I am also using a controller that has turbo enabled.
And we're both playing on difficult.
We're both playing on difficult, and we're playing until one of us gets, till we get a game over.
Or we beat the game.
Or we beat the game.
Alright, and who do you want to do first? I can do any
I'd
of
like
them.
to start with metal.
Alright. Give yourself that hometown advantage.
Birds, yes!
Doesn't it look like that's a big eye on his head? Like, not... like, when I was a kid, I thought that was his eye, not the metal blade.
Right, or
and his eye looked like... His actual eye looked like the mouth. So it was just this giant, wide, open-eyed guy with a huge mouth. And then I realized that he had an eye and actually was wearing a mask and looked like the portrait.
It kind of looked to me like, you know the doctor's stethoscope that they wear on their heads?
Yeah, it does look like that.
Just like a third eyeball.
No, that was his one eyeball because I didn't see where the real eyeball was.
So when I was a kid, playing on normal difficulty, this area was just freaking hard. Those stupid metal masher things.
Yeah. I guess they're saw blades, even though they look like pine cones.
Oh no, not the, drill things, but the big, trash compactors.
Oh, yeah.
That look like... It almost looked like Castlevania 3 used the exact same,
Yeah, they did use the... No, they didn't, but it looks close enough.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think, is, Castlevania also Capcom?
Konami.
Oh, okay. That's why they couldn't just steal the sprite art.
Yeah, poor Mega Man's gotten no respect in the past couple years. Besides Smash, he hasn't been in any new games because Iwata quit the industry and he kind of pissed off Capcom, so they think it's better to not make money as it is to keep their honor and respect and not use them.
Oh, Japanese businessmen, when will you learn? Make money at all costs.
Why is that boy so
So we found out the other day about The Simpsons that Bart is not popular in Japan, but Lisa is very popular in Japan because she is respectful and
to her
studious.
elders?
So we just kind of imagine, the conversations over there. Why is that boy running around like that? Why can't they control him? He got a D in class and he's happy? Why is this?
Why don't he respect his teachers? God.
Oh god, I hate this jump.
Your leap of faith. Nice.
I die every time. Well, I am going to need an energy tank because I have I think I can take one blade or him jumping on me once.
Yeah, I'm using my energy tank too because I could just get a game over and kill him, but... And I guess for every pellet you shoot, he shoots out one metal blade.
Nope, he shot out 3 for each one I shoot.
Huh.
Ah!
I love the metal blade sound.
Son of a bitch. I decided to die rather than take that energy tank because lives are a lot more abundant than energy tanks.
Mm-hmm. Got him. Yeah, I figure we're going to be using energy tanks. I found it's better to not hoard, up until the end of the game where you actually need the energy tanks to beat Wily. This big shit.
So I never shoot at him when the conveyor belt is going the opposite way because I end up running into him if I do that.
Yeah. The other thing, though, is if you go in his direction, if you reach the center of the stage, he'll jump to the opposite side.
My way works.
Yep.
It just takes a little longer.
Alright, so I beat Metal Man.
Go ahead and pick the next one. Don't pick Quick Man, though, because I can't do those lasers without Flash.
Alright. I will do Flash, but you have to do Quick afterwards, though.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, I know you want your boomerang.
Yeah, because I'm not using the metal blade, so... Quick boomerangs are almost as good. Like, they're amazing and no one ever uses them.
And isn't Flash's weakness metal? Or one of them?
Flash's weakness is everything. Cop man.
His weakness is his baldness. Where did you read that again?
In the game Mega Man and Base, there's trivia cards on all the Robot Masters that you can find. They're actually CDs. And they have, like, a brief description of the Robot Master, their likes, their dislikes, and their catchphrase. Goddamn walkers.
Wait, they have catchphrases?
Like, it's just like a quick sentence they might say.
I will burn you from Heatman.
Pretty much, like. But they all have likes and dislikes, and Flashman's dislike is his baldness. Which I guess because he has, like, that cone thing on his head, or the crystal thing, I guess that's kind of like a bald man.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Interesting thing in Flashman's level right here is that if you wait long enough, the walker can actually go through the wall and crush you.
I've been trying to figure out the theme for his level for a while, and I've decided it's disco. Like, that's the only possible...
God, it really looks like Disco in the Wily Wars, because they all flash different colors.
Oh.
I think Disco was big, too, because, like, Gemini Man also has that.
Everyone likes disco.
Everyone except Disco likes Disco.
God, why didn't they just have a straight-up Disco Man?
They should.
A big shining ball over his head.
I'm surprised that they haven't, like, done a Casino Man yet.
Well, Sonic kinda took all the casino and gambling tropes. Alright, this is the time where my...
Alright, I am at Cop Man.
Okay, this energy tank is not impossible to get, but I fuck it up all the time.
I already got
You
it.
just need to keep your momentum going on these blocks. As a kid, I used to try to keep it as slow as possible. And as I've aged, I've realized that, like,
You just go faster.
almost all these old Nintendo games are much better if you
Yeah, the
just,
more
like...
acceleration you have, pretty much the better you'll do. And I actually just used an E-Tank on Flashman, which is kind of pathetic.
See,
He's a lot harder on the normal version.
Well, and I have the bullshit of using
and
that.
that's bad. Like, I took, like, 1 pellet of damage. I actually didn't need to use that energy
That's
tank.
how,
But
Metal Man was the second time I fought him.
But it's risk versus reward. I saved some time. F. Get equipped with Frog. Oh, awesome. You got the stars to appear right as you killed him.
Yeah.
Right before we did this, I actually fought Quick Man, and we killed each other at the same time.
It was amazing. The bubbles were coming out of his body.
There were like
as he
2
won.
blue
There were
bubbles
2.
as I won.
But I've never won with, like, the flash stars going
Me
off,
neither.
which
I've never
was
seen
pretty
that
cool.
before.
Like, I want that sparkle effect whenever I kill a robot master now.
I wish you just got the bird effect every time you won. Or if you use wood, you get a different effect. Alright, and now we're going to do Quick
We'll
Man.
do Quick Man.
Birds.
So Jacob didn't mention it, but was it 9 or 10 that has, like, the speed mode or the screen clear mode for Mega Man?
What do you mean, screen?
Like the one where you beat as many of the...
Oh, the endless attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been in Mega Man 9, 10, and it was also in Mega Man Unlimited, the fan-made game that's better than any of the other Mega Mans.
Like, Jacob is insanely good at Mega Man. I'm actually struggling to keep pace with him in this. No! Like, and that is your example. I couldn't even use item 3 right. I will try not to farm unless I run out of flash at the laser point.
Yeah.
Because item farming is just boring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap, forgot about the lasers. Right, the whole reason I needed flash, not for this part.
Wrong way.
Ah! Always go the wrong way. And you can't go back up there, can you?
Nope.
Son of a whore.
I'm doing the lasers, doing the lasers. As a kid, this was always the hardest part of the entire game.
As an adult, this is the hardest part. Well, no, there's some sections of Wily that are harder, but...
Oh, I just barely made that. Like, this level, I think it's supposed to be like a space station.
Man, I love those stars. They just look so cool. I wish you could stop your flash, though, like you can with,
Yeah.
like, Bright and stuff later. Run! Run, you bastard!
Yep, I'm at Dr. Willy right now.
Oh, right. Why did I pick
Willy!
Dr. Willy?
Dr. Willy would be amazing. God damn it, Bud Simpson! And Quickman's one of the trickier bosses. Usually his pattern is he jumps 3 times, throws his boomerangs, and then runs in one direction.
I found a trick for beating him, though. Just use energy tanks till you win. I can't get his pattern down. Like, I can see patterns in a lot of the bosses,
Got him.
but his, I can't figure out a way to exploit.
It's hard in this level, too, just because of the way the stage is built. Like, if in the rematch, it's a lot easier because it's just one flat plane and you don't have to jump.
Wow, that did more damage than I thought.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage. Nice thing is he takes 2 hits of damage.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine fighting him, like, only taking 1. Alright, and
Oh, come
who do you
on.
want the next master to be at?
Go ahead and pick. I need air before Crash, because Crash is a hard fight.
Yeah. I'll do air then, I guess.
Oh, it's not like Crash bombs are that useful. Ah!
Ah, hard.
I should have used an energy tank.
Yeah. How many lives do you have?
I don't know. We'll find out. 2.
Oh, nice. You're...
The game is fairly forgiving with lives.
Yeah, it is.
Unless you're falling into holes left and right.
Yeah.
It's not
Which
like-
as a kid is what you do all the time. But I have quick boomerangs now, which is pretty much going to be what I play most
It's
of this
his
game
metal.
as. I'm basically going to be a pink Megaman the entire game. Because pink is a manly color.
Real men wear pink.
Damn straight, TV tropes.
God damn it!
Oh, 2 hits.
Okay, now I'll use the energy tank if I need
Yeah,
to.
you always had bad luck against him.
Well, he's the one I find really hard. I could have used like my 2 little freaking things of flash and probably got him.
Got like 1 hit. Maybe you would have been able to kill him.
I only needed 1 more hit.
But the one
Okay.
weird thing about quick boomerangs is that against the birds, they don't do any damage against the egg, but then they kill like everything else really quickly. But in real life, if you couldn't break an egg with a boomerang, that's
Okay,
kind of
there
sad.
we go. Airman's gonna suck now because with 1 life, like it's just an accidental fall into a hole.
Yeah. Well, you have 2 lives technically because there's
Oh,
1
0
life and
counts,
0
that's right.
counts. 0 lives. Although after the chariots, it's not too bad, and even then they could be a lot worse. I've seen like hacks of the game where like sadistic Japanese men just make all these levels like everything is a spike, everything is a hole.
Oh, these weird gremlin-y things in the glass blocks. I just don't understand this level.
And they have a sad face, so they must not be happy to be there.
Right? They're stuck. I always thought you could free them, like, it was one of those Nintendo Legends as a kid that, like, on the school bus, the other kids were like, no, if you jump 50 times on the block that has one of them, they'll come out and you have to fight it. And so you try it because, like, you couldn't look it up online.
Yeah.
You just had to assume, like, your friends were
Yeah.
telling you the truth.
And that was
Going
fake, but
everywhere.
then like level -1 in Mario turned out to be real.
Yeah, that was pretty damn awesome.
Cool trick in Airman stage is if you have item 1 and you use the item 1 to go up there, you can go into like a mixed level between, I think it's Airman and Wily 2.
Are you just bullshitting?
No, it's real.
Well, now I need to try it. I'm gonna get a game over, like, trying to disprove the urban legend you just made up.
God, using an E-tank on Quickman. It's bad. I think I've used like 3... Oh, and I didn't even need it either. I didn't take any damage. But...
Better safe than sorry, like, I'm just chewing through men. Stupid birds.
The boomerang launchers. I thought they were like toothpaste launchers when I was younger.
I know, I'm like, those snakes have disco fever. Look at how they dance.
God, and this was the 80s too. Disco was big in the 70s.
Right. They
God,
just assume
assumed
that, like, kids love disco.
Because it's shiny and bright and changes colors. Same reason adults like it.
Crap. I totally mistimed that.
Yeah, the easiest thing right there is just to take a hit of damage and to jump into the spikes.
You're right, and usually I do that. Like, I don't know why I'm so nervous right now.
Alright, and next boss, Heatman, or...
No, I want item 2 for that.
You get item 2 in Airman stage.
Oh, okay. Unless you want to do, did you pick Heat?
Too late, yeah, I selected Heat.
Oh, I was gonna say we could do Crash.
Lighter Man. I like Crash a lot, so I usually do him last, but... Either way, I've been picking a lot of the robots. The throwbots.
Well, it's because I'm not really fighting too well. What's Airman weak to?
Wood.
Oh, right. Just pellet them?
Yeah, pellets do fine damage.
Is P actually, like... Does that actually stand for pellets, or is it supposed to be, like...
Pea shooter is what people call it. I like pellets
Seriously?
more.
I always thought it was pellets as a kid. Maybe it's because it was,
Well,
like...
pellets make more sense.
But, like, is it power gun? Like...
I think you just need to take
And then
a
they
pea.
call it the Mega Buster later, and you're
Yeah.
like, that doesn't start with P at all. What kind of crap is this?
I have more trouble on the first yokai blocks than with a long stream of them usually. And these little hamburger things are called Terry's.
I know,
Because
we used to
Japanese-
have, like, shitty names for all of them, didn't we?
Yeah, like the Metars, the things with the hard hat guys, they're called Metars. I always call them Yorks because it sounded like they were saying York whenever they shot you.
I always thought they were called, like, Hard Hat Harry or something stupid.
Maybe in the American version, but
Like-
they're always been known as Metars or Metars.
I like when you fight the big ones later.
Oh yeah.
It's just like Nintendo's answer to everything was, you know, make a bigger version of it as an enemy.
Yeah.
Like those giant blobs at the end of Zelda 2.
God.
They really liked that blob design. Like, they used it everywhere.
I mean, the slime from
Right?
what's it
it's
called?
the Dragon Quest.
From Dragon Quest is
Slime.
like the big icon in Japan.
Right? It's a real shame that Mario became the famous one over here. I want that slime on everything. I want him to have a cartoon with, like, Captain Lou Albano doing his voice.
God, I am missing the stupid jump a lot.
Yeah, I'm kind of playing crappy too.
Yeah.
Because I'm not using metal. Ooh. So this is an area where I usually will take the hits just so if I fall in the lava.
I have item
You
2,
don't
but I
die
do not want to
instantly?
use it. I want to try to
Well,
do
you
the
have enough
block.
lives that you can try.
Yeah. But it's just this part right now, just keeping... I hate falling, like, just having to do stuff. There we go. Alright.
I don't use Quick Boomerang enough, and it's a solid item.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I made it across without using item 2. I'm the best. You're the best that's around.
Around.
Nothing's up.
Gotta keep
You down.
It is 80s now.
It pretty much has become that.
Oh, like life has become 80s night for me. Like,
Good. Yeah, so Heatman is a giant Zeppo lighter.
Zippo. Yeah.
Zippo.
It's
I like
awesome because
Zeppo a
he
lot.
even has like the button on him.
I know.
It's a Zeppo lighter, like the Marx brother.
Pretty much. Fireball. Yeah, he's interesting because his charge varies in terms of how long he'll go. Like, sometimes he'll wait for like 10 seconds before actually charging at you. Other times he'll just do it instantaneously.
So this is where another place where my brother's just better. So I'm not even gonna try to get that man.
Got him.
because-
Yeah. It's great as a kid, too, because, like, when I was younger, I could do the Yoko blocks, but I couldn't kill Heatman, but Nate could kill Heatman, and I couldn't.
Right, it kind of
And he couldn't
forced
do-
two-player action.
Yeah. Like, that's really, like, when they didn't have the two-player option, like, you pretty much had one person who could do something good, do that, and then the other person do that. God, and all these messages from Dr. Light, like, they take half.
Oh crap! I didn't get Bubble. What's good against him? Just
Easy
pellet?
pellets take him down. I think air does a little bit, but it's harder to hit him with air.
Yeah, he's not up in the air as much as someone.
Yeah, he's on the ground the entire time. He never jumps.
He
Yeah,
teleports
it's-
whenever you shoot him.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
And depending upon, like, he varies in terms of how long he'll charge himself up for.
Ah, yes, he did.
And which boss should I go after next?
I actually like the three remaining.
Bubble
okay.
Wood and Crash.
So I've got to use my energy tank against him because this is my last life.
Alright. Should probably do Crash then, because there's some lives in theirs and there's no holes.
Good call.
Alright. I always like Crash, man. He's easily the hardest boss with just pellets. Yeah, use that tank.
All my energy tank hoarding for nothing.
Oh,
Watch, I'm not going to get hit now for the rest of the fight.
wow, those Metatars actually don't take any damage.
Yeah, I took him out without
From
getting
air.
hit again. I
Yeah.
am pissed.
Well, at least there's an E-Tank and Crashman stage.
Is there?
Yep.
Like, they're not quite as precious as I make them out to be. Like,
Yeah, the thing about E-Tanks is, in this game, if you get a game over, you instantly lose all of them.
yeah.
And why am I using the thing? I have item 1, I can just fly up.
This is actually like, we should have done Woodman first because it's like the only, well, one of two places in the game where wood is useful.
Mm-hmm. Wood good, school
Scoop
bad.
bad.
I don't know if any of you guys are old enough to remember Beavis and Butthead.
I mean, Beavis and Butthead is newer than this game.
Yeah, I know.
These chicks are flat.
God. That was such a great show. It was a shame that they canceled it once it came back on, because it was even better, I think, when it came back than when it originally ran.
I mean, we like Beavis and Butthead because we practically are Beavis and Butthead. Like,
Pretty much.
we just laugh at the stupid shit the other does all day.
It's flat.
And dead.
Dead.
Ah.
And this is one area where I wish I had either wood or metal.
Damn it! I shot that Terry and a life dropped.
The cherries. I wonder why they're called cherries. I think it's because some Japanese people don't know what words mean. But who knows?
Why'd they name it that? Because they don't know what words mean.
It's whenever I see like a magical girl show, like it really does seem like they don't know what they're talking about or what words mean. I love the punching bag things that have to... And I'm actually using Flash effectively
Hey, nice.
because I don't have metal.
It does something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, speedrunners love, like, Flash, and they use all the items like crazy. And Crash is the only boss I really can't beat with pellets. Like, I know his pattern, if you shoot, he jumps and shoots you.
Yeah, just because you know the pattern doesn't mean, like, it's easy
You're
to
good at it.
exploit. Like, I kind of understand Quickman's.
Mm-hmm. I love to in Crash Man stage, like, right before you approach him, where you see all the stars, you can actually see the Big Dipper.
Really?
Yeah,
No shit.
Yeah, I'll
How
spot
did I
it.
get there?
out when you get there. Like, I beat him, I didn't comment on it.
Here I am, the amateur astronomer among us, and you know the Mega Man constellation.
I know. It's just interesting they put, like, a little detail like that in there.
Now the question is, can you see the car constellations
Relations.
from Car Ranger?
Cottager.
Or
God, I
Power
was thinking
Ranger
about that
Turbo?
earlier today, and that's just sad.
How can you not, like, be thinking about that all the time? Nah! Why?
So which one, bubble or wood?
I really like both levels, actually. Your choice.
I'll do wood, because I usually actually do Bubble Man last.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like,
I
he's
guess...
not a super hard boss, and his level's not too hard, and I think that's why. And his item's okay, like, it's not...
Yeah, it's not an item that helps you too much.
What's interesting is that Woodman's weakness is actually heat, but because on normal, metal does so much, everybody is always assuming that it's metal that he's weak to. But it's
Right.
heat.
Metal is everyone's weakness in this
Mhm.
game.
And all the bats that return in like every other game. I wonder what it is that makes them decide which enemies come back and which ones don't. And
Which one they pulled off the spreadsheet first.
Yeah.
Like,
I think like the Metatar was probably like the first thing.
yeah.
So like they didn't want it as a recurring enemy, it was just there.
Right. Well, we have 6
And
enemies
easier.
to choose from.
And I'm at the hot dogs right now. I don't think that's their real name, but
No, Hot Dog is such a good name for
yeah.
him.
And it looks like they're shooting out hot dogs too, like just...
You said there's a man in this level?
Oh yeah,
Is
up
it
there.
up this way? Oh, right.
Woodman. Batman. God, I really hope Mega Man just comes out with like Batman, Spider-Man.
Okay, I am quasi-farming, but I just need life. Even though air takes him down so fast,
Yeah, in,
it's
like,
kind
3
of a
hits.
waste. Really? It's only 3 hits?
About, yeah.
God, I love the design of these robots,
Yeah, they're
too.
just such... Oh, there's the constellation. See the Big Dipper?
Oh, yeah, so it is.
The white stars?
Kind of. I mean, I guess it's a diamond rather than a square. This constellation isn't accurate.
Well, I mean, this was a time before circles actually existed.
Right?
You couldn't actually draw a circle. That was high tech.
Every time I try to farm for
Yeah, you
items,
end
I
up
take more damage than,
taking
like...
more. Yeah, that's one of the problems with farming. Like, the only time I farm is actually in, like, the endless attacks
That's
because you need
what
to.
I need.
There you go.
Daddy likes. There we go.
The bunnies.
The carrying missiles are
Are
so
amazing.
lame.
I love when the robots are lame, like, more...
Like, yeah, the
compared to when
lamer
they're
and
bad.
cheaper the robot looks, the happier I am, generally.
Yeah, compared to, like, the American box art, which try to make everything look badass. You know that they would have made those rabbits, like, hardcore, with, like, huge guns and a babe on each arm.
Right.
American Kirby is hardcore.
So
Woodman, and he just takes him out like nothing. Yeah, like half his life with one.
Do you remember
shot.
the trick where we used to,
Bam.
like, touch him with the pellet gun at point blank so
Yeah.
the gun was through the shield and you could hit
Yeah,
him?
you can do that on normal and hard. You just take too much
Too
damage.
much damage, yeah. You did bubble already?
Oh no, I did
Oh,
wood.
okay.
I'm at bubble now, so...
So you're a whole master
Stage
ahead of me.
ahead.
I love how he bashes
Ooga, ooga.
his chest.
You can actually fight Woodman in Mega Man 8, the Saturn version. He's one of the hidden bosses, him and Cutman, I believe.
So this was the first Nintendo game I got as a kid. Like, after Mario and Duck Hunt that came with the system, this was the first one we went out and bought.
Yep, and...
Or no, I didn't buy it. I got
Yeah,
it for my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But it was the first game we got that, like, didn't come with the system. And
It was a good first game.
it was a great first game, and it was the game that all the other kids wanted, so we could trade it to them to, like, borrow other games.
To borrow
Except
bad...
all our neighbors had, like, the shittiest
Like
game.
Turtles, Operation Wolf.
Operation Wolf.
What was he? Roadrunner.
Roadrunner. Oh my god, Strider. Well, Strider's
Strider's a
bad.
Genesis game.
Shinobi was terrible. Goonies 2, which
Goonies
was
2.
solid. Solid
Yeah.
enough. Like,
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, oh my god.
And the thing was, you lent this game to one of our neighbors called Jimmy Hall, and he had it for like a year.
What did we get from that? Oh, it was like the Secret Scroll, or was that a Dona game?
I don't think that one was a Dona game. It was...
I kind of think it was.
It may have been. So with heat, if you charge it up and you hit it right, you can actually kill one of these big things.
You can one-shot the... Huh.
I think so.
You know, this
Yeah,
game,
one-shot it.
This game had so many awesome little details going.
That no one ever used any of the weapons except metal. So
Why would you?
pretty much no one found out like that they can actually do decent things. And I'm not dissing metal. Metal's the best weapon in like all
Hands
the
down.
game.
Like, no other Mega Man has a weapon. Like, even Shadow Blade just
Yeah.
pales in comparison.
Because you get about as much ammo, but it doesn't go as far. It comes back, but it's like, why?
Right? We had a weapon that came back called Quick Boomerang, and it sucks compared to metal. God,
Fireball that thing, killed in one hit.
the robotic chickens are so awesome.
Yeah. One of the few things that's actually immune to metal.
You know what? Metal had a good amount of immunities, things immune to it. It just, like, it didn't have stuff that...
I got 2 lives.
How are you getting all these lives when I need them so
I
badly?
want to check how many... Yeah, I have 8 lives.
Do you remember when we ran this, like, a day ago and we didn't record it right? He hit one of those birds, and I guess, like, the number generator that determines what item you get, like, makes all the items you get that second the same. So he got, like, 9 lives out of one of those birds.
Yeah, those things you really can't farm. Like, they're not...
I'm going to.
I'm actually going to try to hit Bubble Man with a couple crash bombs. Maybe that does damage. I've never tried.
Right?
It does okay damage. It doesn't really do much, though. You can freeze him with Time Stopper, though. It doesn't do anything but freeze him because you can't shoot back.
Can't you freeze everything with
I think so.
Flash? Like it's the most useless thing. Come on, running chicken, no! Okay. I made a terrible mistake. I should not have tried to farm chickens.
Yep. You count your chickens before they hatch. Whatever that means.
So you said wood is weak to heat.
Heat, yep.
Okay, I have 1 man again, so I don't mind trying this.
Alright, don't charge it up before you go in, because you can't do that. You'll have enough
Oh
energy
yeah,
to...
the other games used to let you charge the Mega Buster.
Mm-hmm. You have to do it all the way. There you go. Nice.
Wow, that is good against him.
And now I'm at the Mad Dr. Foolish,
I
who is
love
turning
it.
the world's chocolate into Brussels sprouts.
Is that from a cereal commercial?
A Nesquik commercial. Appropriate, I'm using Quickman too.
Right?
Yeah, like
That was
nobody's
awesome.
gonna get that reference. Wily Castle, which easily has the best music in the game. Like, I used to not like this music as a kid, but now I really like it.
Well, the music in some, like, it's Wily level 3 that's, like, the only music that really sucks.
I liked it as a kid just because it was a lot darker, but it repeats too often.
Yeah. God, I love these frogs. They're my favorite enemy because it looks like a trash bag was, like, attached to them.
Yeah, if you need to farm for lives, too, I think...
The frogs are good?
The frogs in the second half of the level.
There are more frogs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the underwater ones, yeah.
And it's funny, with those things look like giant mushrooms in Dr. Wily Stage 1.
Which
Even
ones?
those things right there.
Oh, yeah.
Boomerang launcher.
That section was also really difficult as a kid. Like,
Yeah.
But again, because we tried to go slow on everything.
Yeah, it really is. The faster you go, the better.
Like, you're better off going fast and screwing up your jump than going slow and not getting the opportunity to jump.
I just wasted a bunch of bubble trying to use it against those things.
Which one's the boomerang launchers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I just have to make sure that I have full bubble before I go to the end.
Well, like, they actually did a good job because you won't use bubble much until the very end of the game where it actually is necessary.
The only thing that...
Freaking alien Wily. I remember that confused me so much as a kid. Like, wait, I thought I was fighting...
Well, the thing is, I didn't realize, I forgot about the ending story, so I thought he actually was an alien and you killed him in alien form. Spoiler alert. Doctor.
Ah!
Ah.
I never do that. That's why I usually take the hit there. Crap. I don't like farming lives on these guys. I don't think they drop much.
They drop 1-ups, I think.
Oh, I'm sure they have and do. And really, I already killed the fish, so he doesn't reappear?
Nope. I think if you go back and forth, though, those shrimp will appear, because there's a couple that are... And those things aren't bad to farm for lives. The problem is the lives get stuck in the wall sometimes.
That's what I wanted, just that little shove up the...
Yeah.
Now, if I do this right...
Now I'm at the item 1 section, which I remember an old NES manual saying, this is a jump that not even Michael Jordan could make. Given that early 90s reference.
Michael Jordan could make any jump, that's just stupid. Oh, so I made a friend yesterday on the hike.
Oh, you did?
And we were talking, you know, all about just, you know... no, we were... Yes,
Yes,
thank
there you go.
We were playing, like, 20 questions.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked a cartoon, and the one piece of information I gave is it wasn't Disney. So she suggested Space Jam. And then she commented on how much she loved Space Jam.
Space Jam is just a movie that's... Wow,
And
Michael
now
Jordan,
we're not
you're so
friends.
cool.
Like...
Cool. Wow. Oh, God, I died against the dragon. That's my first death of the game.
It's because you were thinking of
like,
Space Jam.
Yeah. So, no
that
talking
game
about
is
space...
Your movie is such trash.
Well, it was basically... It was just praising Michael Jordan. Wow, I'm Bugs Bunny. I'm a 50-year-old cartoon that everyone loves. Michael Jordan's so cool. Wow, I wish I was like Michael Jordan. I'm Daffy. I wish I was like Michael Jordan. Man, I better get some Air Jordans. Aw, man, I wish I was Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the only one who can save us. Praise be to Michael Jordan. God, I can't believe I died there.
I know, you could have done this game perfect.
Yeah. And, like, I had the boss pretty much dead, like...
Yeah.
Or not dead, but close enough.
Was it the dragon?
The dragon, yeah.
Yeah. He was so hard as a kid.
Yeah. Also, because we used heat against him.
Right, I know.
It was quick boomerangs. Like, quick boomerangs is, like, the weakness to 3 of these bosses.
What else is weak to quick in Wily? It's the
the
dragon?
Guts Dozer.
Oh, right.
Which, that level's so short and that boss is so easy, it's often forgotten. Even though it's, like, the most impressive looking of all the bosses.
Doesn't look like Dr. Wily made it for like 35 cents with Radio Shack items.
I remember too in Captain N they always had like Dr. Wily like just using his screwdriver like Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
Right, where's the iconic ship, guys? Sorry.
There we go, took down the dragon.
I'm farming this frog. I need another life. If he dies, then... Ah.
Well, once you beat this level, there's a couple of lives at the beginning of Wily
You're
1.
assuming I'll beat this level.
Just go slow at this part. Oh, lucky break.
I know. Hate those crabs.
Alright, Wily 2.
God.
It's over, Wily! God, the Mega Man 8 dubbing, where they gave...
What is Bubble Week 2?
Metal.
Yes.
You evil metal man!
Fake the fall. Act hurt.
Ah. Those Moppet things won't get me.
I know I'm gonna bite
There we
it
go.
on that, in that section.
Yeah.
Like, it's not ridiculously hard, but it's easy to mess up, like the
Yeah.
ladder, just time it a little wrong.
I'm just worried about this part because I'm not using Metal Blade, and it's really just taking down these things, which I think I can do.
Just flash them.
Yeah, I want to get those items though, and
Oh, I can't make birds appear for Wily. Like, Dr. Wily had so much character.
I know.
Like, of all the NES villains, he's like second only to the Dark Queen.
yeah, the Dark Queen's pretty awesome.
Although I would argue that Dr. Wily is almost as sexy as the Dark Queen, too.
Mm-hmm. His name is Albert Wily, after
After which scientist? Mr. Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Definitely.
Um,
Yeah, he was named after Albert Einstein, and Dr. Light was named after Thomas Edison,
right?
which is funny because like Einstein was the good doctor in reality, and Edison was a monster. Like, there's no redeeming factors about Edison. Like, he was just...
I don't know, he took credit for a lot of inventions.
And he
That must be
electrocuted
useful.
that elephant.
That elephant, fucking Topsy.
Yeah, so...
That's how you know you're dealing with a villain. Like, he electrocutes an elephant. This elephant deserves the death penalty, and I will enforce it.
Yeah, and actually that's based off of a true story that to promote... Did he have direct current?
Was he AC or DC? Yeah, one of them. He was just fucking with a Russian.
Mm-hmm. With Tesla.
Tesla.
And so to prove how much better that was, he...
If you use my type of power, it won't electrocute you, like this majestic elephant. Let's be fair, Topsy was a murderer. It was one of those elephants that murdered
really?
multiple people. Yeah, it was a death sentence. It
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
just a...
I thought he was doing it just
No,
because
he's
he
not
like
just
elephant.
like, this is an elephant. I want that ivory.
Speaking of elephant...
No! Did you see that?
No.
I got a man, but there were so many items on the
Oh, it
screen,
disappeared.
it vanished. Fucking birds. My
Oh.
anguished cries.
God, not using metal against those things really makes them a lot more difficult.
You've got so many men.
Yeah. I should have just used an energy tank, though.
Okay.
This is the one area in the game where wood's actually good.
Good.
School bad.
We already made that joke,
Yeah.
but it was so good, we're making it again.
I think I'll eat it now. Might actually have to farm for some item 3 of all things.
No one ever needs item 3.
You need it in this section. Oh no, I made it through.
Boomerang farming is not the most efficient, but I might get a man here.
Probably
Although-
better just to do the birds if you're gonna farm.
Not after that one disappeared on me. Like, I'm just pissed with birds right now.
Yep. I don't like birds either.
I am going to make a delicious chicken dinner when we are done. Now
Killing-
rage.
You're killing boomerangs with boomerangs. That's like,
Cannibalism.
yeah. I was gonna say genocide, but the race trader.
Oh, there's a man there. Okay, you know what?
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
was
just
thinking.
not gonna farm.
Damn, those metal things do a lot of damage. Like,
Yeah, they do.
and now I actually do have to farm for some item 3, so I'm sunk to your level.
Shut up. Do bubbles work against these? Haha! A use for it.
Yeah, not using metal makes this game a lot more challenging.
I'm just shocked this time around, actually, by how much, what's it I went through? Like, I actually used up my item 3, and I always thought that was the most useless of them. Man, yes.
Nice.
Now I need enough item 3 to climb the freaking...
The ladder. I think I have enough item 3, but... God, those little robots do so much damage.
It's a shame you beat him before. Like, we've run this, like... I think this is the 3rd time, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a fun game, but, like, we've rerun them because I've screwed up. Like, Jacob had an amazing game the first time. I got pissed off at those crash bomb things, which I survived up to.
Yeah.
But, like, I screwed up and I ran out of crash, and that's a horrible level to farm on, so I just got pissed and rage quit.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Like, that level really should have had, like, a farming area with the Terries.
I mean, because if you fuck it up, that's the only way to hurt them and go on. I like most of the games later on, like, everything is hurt by pellets, right? Even, like, crappy ones.
Oh yeah.
That used to be so hard as a kid.
Oh yeah,
The-
that triple jump.
Yeah. Okay, let's hope I can get the dragon. Jacob taught me the trick here again, is momentum. Like, it wasn't something I knew as a kid. I'd try to slow down. Let's see how I do.
I used an energy tank and didn't need it.
And then he showed me that being up here is key because you can fall down to there. Whoa. Does he do that? No.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
E-tank.
Shit. I didn't remember that attack.
Really?
Maybe he didn't do it on normal. Like, I
think
always
he did-
thought he
does it
just
on
shot one. I can't believe he killed me. He hasn't killed me in forever. Well, I mean, a lot as a kid,
Yeah.
but... Oh, crap.
I died against him.
I think I need to farm item 1, too.
Ouch.
So you said you actually use item 1 from... Oh, no, I've got plenty. From the ladder?
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Like, it all depends. Like, I've seen people do it both ways.
Boy, I'm gonna need to farm next level, but with wood and those,
Yeah,
jumping propeller guys.
that's the last good spot to farm in the entire game.
Well, then I will fill everything up there.
I'm actually missing a decent amount of energy for like everything. Because I died against those stupid...
robots?
Yeah, not having metal makes that fight so much more difficult. Alright. Made it past the...
Hate you, dragon.
I hate dragons too. Fuck you, Daenerys. Got him.
Wow. I had him, like, I was shooting him so fast with turbo that the game couldn't register all the fireballs and they were going through me.
That's awesome. And I'm at the Guts Dozer.
Glitches are actually pretty damn awesome in these old
are.
Nintendo games. Like, you just need more sprites on the screen.
Got him. The Guts Dozer. This spot's not bad to farm either.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Although I wouldn't use wood against these guys.
Yeah, they actually take a hit from it. Wow.
Yeah, wood's not that good against many things. Like,
Wood is not that good.
now I'm at the purple stage. Most annoying stage in the game.
Oh, that stage sucks so bad.
Yeah, this is probably the hardest stage in the game. Right now, lives are worth as much as a large energy pellet. Yeah, item 2, don't forget second ladder if you can get it.
If you can get it, okay, Nate. So,
alright, fetus, don't fail me now.
so with those crash bomb walls up top, I learned last time I played this, if you shoot the first one, you can just jump over the next two.
Yeah,
because
it's
the
a cool
ceiling
little
isn't
glitch.
programmed in.
Those
I was gonna
spikes are-
show you, but I needed this
Yeah.
life more.
God, those things, the spikes are kind of terrifying in this game. Like, compared to all the other, like, little spikes, like, those spikes look like Mortal Kombat spikes.
Right? You gotta make that image now.
Yeah, God. An interesting part about this E-Tank is you have to use item 1 or item 3 to get it. You can't actually
Oh,
get
there's
it
a
normally.
bunch of lives here. I forgot about
Yeah.
this.
That's why I always take the second ladder.
And an extra energy tank? Man.
I think my phone's going off, but I can wait. Alright. This little area right here is the last wood area in the game, which is good because I only have one more time I think I can use it. Might not be able to use
Oh,
it.
this is the wood farming area.
Oh! Jumped too soon. It's little mistakes like that is the reason I could never be a speedrunner.
How about, like, random game crap? That's what gets me, like, in Turtles. Yes, another life. Another
Nice.
life. Like,
Alright, you might be able to beat this.
this may be the best farming area in the game.
It's really good, just because there's so many enemies. You're getting short. Oh, at least you got that power up.
I just want to fill up my weapons, because this is
Yeah.
the last good farming in the game. Right?
Yeah, it is. And
And it's quick comparatively.
yeah, as long as you don't run out of wood, but even if you do.
Metal's pretty damn good, too. I didn't realize they don't appear unless you're moving.
Oh, that was good.
It's pretty wild.
Like, I fell on the spikes and just kept on taking damage until I finally survived.
Okay, turbo controller at work. Pretty much the only thing it's good for in this game.
Wow, I can't believe I survived that. That was just crazy. And here I'm just going to use item 2. The way you get past this is you wait for that thing to be in the center and you do a triple jump. Or a triple hop. But because I am lazy, I'm taking item 2, which looked like item 5, because it was in the opposite direction. Some more of the walkers. The walkers always look like dogs wearing monocles to me when I was a kid. I didn't... Because the shield looks like a monocle, and the bottom part looks like a nose, and the eye from the Sniper Joe actually looks like an eye.
I can kind of vaguely see it. That's the worst part. Like, the best, though, is Metal Man, so...
Yeah. Old games, like, made you look at characters so much, because even with the Sniper Joes, like, I thought those shields were like their noses.
It was... I didn't... Which was the guy I didn't see details on until we saw the 16-bit version the other day? Which of the Robot Masters? It wasn't... Oh, I realized Shadow Man was a ninja.
Oh, yeah.
That never dawned on me until, like, I saw him in, like, 32-bit glory.
Alright, so I am at this boss, and there's actually a way to beat him without having to farm. You use up all your crash. But... Oh, God, I don't have enough crash.
You're not on your... Oh, you're gonna have to farm, huh?
Yeah. And there's no place to farm.
Well, I mean, you have to farm Terry's. We did it as kids.
Yeah.
But you need to fill it all up because you didn't destroy all the walls, right?
Oh, yeah, I just destroyed one. But I arrived there without full crash.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you just didn't have enough because you weren't full.
Yeah. God, that's just a bad mistake.
No, well, that's such a shittily designed area. Like, the way we used to beat it as kids, and I think it's the way I'm going to beat it now, is you just die, but you've wiped out all the walls, and then you just need to farm up, like, one thing of crash, I think.
Yeah.
Of course, on normal, like, everything drops a lot more, so
Yeah.
farming doesn't suck like it does now.
Yeah, this is just sad. Because I can usually beat that boss.
No, we've both had much better runs, like...
Well, I was having a good run up until Wily. Like, I beat all the masters pretty quickly.
No, and without dying. Like,
Yeah.
well, and it's funny, because usually you're, like... This is your area, you know it really well.
Yeah. It's because I don't like to farm that I do this area. And you really can't farm the Terrys in this area.
Yeah, they're just kind of... I think there's...
Yeah, I was doing Metars, but they aren't doing enough. Because I can't really use Metal Blade.
I mean, if you want to use it to farm, screw it, like...
The nice thing is, if one of them drops a large power-up,
Yeah,
I can
that's
afford
all
to
you
lose a
need.
life.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is so boring.
Yeah, sorry guys, we'll speed this
Yeah,
up.
we'll speed this section up.
Because I'm still, like... And in fact, I'm running low on items because
You've been farming.
I farm very badly.
Oh, there we go, large.
Like, that's my
There we
problem.
go, I have all the crash I
Okay.
need.
Ah! I died against the drills. Oh, it starts you right here.
Yeah, it does, which is nice.
And I've got 5 men. Like, I don't need men, I just need...
Yeah, the nice thing is that you can actually stand still.
Yeah. Do I
And
need
win.
full items? Like, should I fill everything here?
You
Is
don't
there-
need... You only need wood in this section, but you have Metal Blade too, so...
No, I mean for, like, the rest of the game. Like, is this where I should be farming to fill everything?
This
Or
is the last
there
good
enough,
farming area in the game, but...
or is there a lot more, like, power-ups just ahead?
There's enough in terms of, like, energy.
Okay, full wood.
So you should be okay.
Okay. Because, like, I need some quick... I need bubble.
Yeah, this is how you can tell we're not, like, super good at the game. Like, I'm good enough, but...
This is also
just-
how you can tell we're not having fun anymore.
Yeah.
We were laughing and giggling, and now it's just like this bullshit. Two more bubble is one more bullet to Wily's brain.
I'm just gonna use an E-tank here, because I really do not want to do this thing again, even if I get stuck at Wily. I have 2 more, so I should be okay. And I broke one of the walls too, so that'll just speed things up.
There's a pit down here, right, Jake?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know you're... Sorry.
Now the other big thing too is just making sure that you stand in the right direction. Which, I'm out of items 3, so I'm glad I actually filled up with crash bombs, because I can afford to break this wall now.
Yeah, metal makes this so much easier, as you can see. Even with metal, like, they really did good damage. I guess I forgot how much damage they actually deal. Nice.
Alright. There we go. Like, I ran out of item 3, which you need to climb up that wall.
Yeah.
But I'm worried now. I only have 1 energy tank against the Wily ship, which I have a lot of problems against. I'm not too good at it.
Is there anywhere to farm in this level?
Yeah, at the end of the level there's the couple things, I don't know what they are, but we'll see how everything goes. I have, like, no quick either, which sucks. Yeah, not having Metal Blade is a huge handicap in this game. That cop man. The other thing too is because I don't have Metal Blade, I can't use it against Metal Man. Ooh.
Oh, to like one-shot him?
Yeah.
I almost think that has to be a glitch. I mean, I
It
guess
might have been.
a gear getting stuck in the gears makes sense.
Yeah.
I love these fish, but they've never actually hit me.
Yeah, they really just there for, like, decoration. They don't do anything.
Oh god, I hate this section.
Yeah. Let's see.
Not enough.
There you go.
Don't overcompensate.
Alright, you beat the level pretty much. Just remember to fall on the right.
On the right?
Yeah, going down there, make sure that you're...
Hug this wall.
Yeah, hug that wall.
Oh,
Oh man,
yeah.
I was taking damage from Bubble Man.
Sorry, Jake.
Oh, it's cool. Yeah, we're watching each other play on different TVs. So he's on the right, I'm on the left.
Which we'll make sure to get wrong when we make the video. Like, he'll be on the left and I'll be on the right.
God, I got killed by a bubble. I also took a lot of damage, I think, just watching you. Like, I didn't realize I was attacking him.
Yeah.
You have that turbo controller, too, which really helps.
Which helps with farming. And that's honestly about it.
It helps against some of the bosses.
Well, like the dragon where I spammed him so hard his fireballs couldn't get me.
Yeah, Bubble Man's a lot more challenging on the normal one just because he takes a lot more damage. Like, he doesn't deal much damage, so if you have full life, you'll be fine, but he's not as easy as he usually is. He's easier. Quick Man. Yeah, it's whenever Quick Man does his low jump is when he's gonna run. That's really what it is to see him in this. Oh no, not exactly. Usually like 3 jumps.
As kids, we wouldn't farm. We'd actually just game over and continue to get full items.
Really makes it a lot easier.
I mean, it makes it easier if you're not a good farmer like me.
Well, farming just...
Well, I'm glad
really we're doing this because if we get a game over, we lose.
Right.
And even dying for me right now isn't too bad because I have enough lives.
How many do you have?
I have 4, so technically 5 lives, and 1 energy tank. That's what I'm worried about. Just because I have a lot of problems with Wily's shit. The second form of it.
I probably will too. I haven't played that in forever now.
And its weakness is crash bombs too, which you use all of them up. Which is just, what a bad choice. Like, they give you no areas to get items.
It's just a cruel choice.
Yeah.
It's like they're taunting you.
Pretty much.
By the way, if you had crash bombs, this would be easy. No!
At least you don't need much item too.
Well, I didn't use much.
And here I have left. Heat works on this. Heat works on Woodman, which is down in this corner. Oh,
do you need item 2 anymore?
1 spot, but you don't need much of it. Like, if you have a little bit, you're fine.
Okay, because I'm just filling like everything up because I remember the farming such shit.
Yeah, in the next level. Let's just make sure you have full crash,
And
mostly
item
full
3.
bubble, a little bit of item 3. You don't need much. Like, I had no item 3, which is why I died there. And you know what threw me off? And you know what threw me off this game, which I realized? Dying against those robots at that boss in the second level where you are, or the previous level. Because if you don't use metal against them and you get killed, you have to use a lot of item 3
to get up to it.
Yeah, it's...
So no metal actually is a significant challenge.
Yeah, if I can beat the Wily ship, I think I'll have the game because I can beat the alien pretty easily. So I have a couple lives to attempt this. Let's see if I can rule enough. First form is easy, you just have to make
There's
sure.
actually some item fill-ups next level, right?
Oh yeah, there's 2 large pellets at the beginning of the level.
Okay,
Alright, so here comes the challenge.
Well, there's a man, which is actually what I didn't want.
Used up my energy tank. I just have to... Yeah! Got him. Alright, now I can beat this game.
Well, now I've got full crash, so I should be
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe, like, I forgot to fill up my crash. Like, that also wasted a lot of time.
quick, right?
Yep, quick. Now, in the last level, there's just the lava does so much damage, so if you take one hit, you might as well just suicide. Guts dozer.
Really? I didn't know it did that much.
Oh, those lava things?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they drain a third of your life.
Wow.
God, guts. Man, they should have just made it all out and just called them balls, man. Because balls are the only thing more manly than guts. Alright.
Oh my god, Quickman is gonna spank my ass. Well, I have full flash, and I don't think I need to use it anywhere else.
What's this? Dr. Wily is an alien? Alien! I'm Alien Man. And he's not too bad. You just have to make sure that you time everything right. Then the other thing is don't touch the alien. His shots can hit you every now and then. But if he hits you in alien form, like one hit, you're dead.
Really?
About, yeah. He does like a third of your damage.
Well, and there's nowhere to fill up bubble, is there?
Nope.
So it really is like it doesn't matter how many lives you have.
Shit. If I get hit once more, I'm a goner.
You have an energy tank, right?
Nope, I used it against the ship.
Ooh.
Which, I just have to play this conservatively. Got him.
Nice, Jake.
End game.
Good. Well, you can help me to beat the robot masters.
Wait a minute, Dr. Wily isn't an alien?
Oh, there's a...
Yeah, just use a bubble.
Yeah.
There, it's near the end. So I at least beat this game. It took me a lot longer. We've gone over an hour.
Over an hour? Damn.
Yeah. And it's just because I didn't use metal. I think you have full energy tank, so it's pointless to get that one.
Huh. Yeah, I guess so. All my energy tank hoarding has not paid off.
Yep. And then this ending just doesn't make too much sense at all.
Megaman likes to walk.
He's walking home, and it takes him a year to walk home because it goes through all the seasons.
He just doesn't remember where he lives.
Yep. My favorite person in the credits is Fishman, which it's not Iwata's, or not Iwata, Ken Fune, the guy who does Mega Man. He's called like Imma King or something.
Mega high.
Mega high! Oh. I can't wait till we can say, Mega bye!
God.
Yeah. He's looking at his house.
He lives in a little house in the country? Who knew?
Yep. I like how there's no like epic parade that he saved the world from Wily. He just walks home alone. No friends. I saved the world, but I still can't afford bus fare.
He wasn't actually like saving the world. He just disliked his neighbor.
Yep.
Like he was fucking up a robot scientist like thesis. Oh, is this the last place you use
item 2, yeah. You can use item 1 as well, but it's just worth using item 1. And all these Japanese names under the Robot Masters, they actually come from Japanese kids who sent in their ideas for Robot Masters and then they got made.
What should I use against
Quick.
Quick. I'll go with air.
Yeah, air is awesome against the first form. Quick also is really good. And you don't need much air, like... Yeah. Inafa King, it's the Mega Man creator, can... Ifune, that's his name. Programmer HMD. He's kind of a doctor.
Ah.
Yeah, just go, don't farm.
Yeah,
you have enough
have
energy
so many
tanks.
energy tanks. Okay.
You can take a couple hits.
The question is, do I want to just hit the walls and die?
I try to beat it with 1.
But then you have to fill up a lot more crash.
Yeah, that's why I try to beat it in 1 shot. You have enough energy tanks. As long as you have 2 against the final boss, you should be fine. I beat him with 1.
Well, yeah, but you're a lot better than me.
So item 1 here. Nice.
See how I told you
glitched
could do
it.
that?
So jump down there. Problem is you can't pause the game when item 3. Just crash. And then you use item 3 to climb back up there using
energy
E-Tank.
tank.
Alright, so item 3. Don't break that wall. And then if you go to the ground, you can use an item 1 to get up there.
Ah.
Alright.
I'll have to use another energy tank.
Yeah, now you'll have to use 1.
God damn it.
To use 1.
God damn it. I can't.
Oh,
Son of a bitch!
God.
I
Wow.
told you I should have just broke the walls. Like, I can do it that way.
Yeah.
Now I have to farm all this shit. God damn it. I think I'm done with this piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, I beat the game too, so.
I know, I have so many men, I wasted a fucking energy. I am so goddamn pissed right now. That is just the shittiest design.
Yeah, it's a bad place to do it because there's no farming. It's an annoying level, pretty much.
Oh my, I am so fucking pissed.
Yeah, because you really can't farm here that well.
Oh my
Now there's a lack of
God.
conversation, too.
No, I think I'm just gonna shut this piece of shit off and never play it again.
Yeah.
Like,
Told you to use an energy tank.
I was trying. I couldn't hit start because I had
Item.
item 1.
Yeah, the problem is you hoard too much.
Okay, yeah, that's not a farming location. I guess I've got to shoot the... I mean, no, I didn't hoard. I was trying to use it. I couldn't
Yeah.
because the item wouldn't let me.
Yeah, I told you to use that item, though, before you used item 1 when you got down to 1 hit. Use an energy tank.
Right, but I had item 1 still out, so
Yeah.
until it disappeared...
You had
I
enough
couldn't
time
use the
because you were on the ground when you were 3 hits. Oh, we'll watch the movie later. Item 5. Or item Z.
I'm just so fucking pissed. Like,
Yeah,
I have to
it's
fill
just very time
all of that
consuming
up.
now. At least you have Turbo to help you along. Aw.
This game is just trying to fuck with me.
Yeah, it's not being too nice right now. I think they purposely made it really annoying to farm here so the game would seem longer than it actually is.
I mean, it's going to be fucking long.
Yeah, I mean, between the both of us, we spent more time on Wily Castle than the 8 levels, which... Because I had to farm a lot in this game, which I never do.
Like, twice now?
Yeah, I don't...
Like,
Are those things being dropped by just the heads, or
No, they're...
or the walker?
Okay.
Come on.
God, there's so much I've got to get.
At least you busted a couple walls, so...
I busted the 2 walls for those guys, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have enough. I've got to fill up.
Yeah, like all the way.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking pissed.
No wonder you gave this game to Jimmy Hall.
Right?
Yeah, this is just such an annoying spot.
I don't care about losing life. Like,
yeah.
I've got 7.
Mm-hmm.
But
you could also go down these stairs and farm those 2 Mets, but I don't think they're...
that's...
I did that for like a little bit, but they're not really that good because...
You know... Oh, I can get my energy tank that I didn't get earlier.
Yeah. The way I used to do it when I was younger, when I had full crash, is leave those 2 item pellets at the beginning of the stage. But man, this game has just been a disaster for both of us.
Like, I don't know if we should use this one.
Well, I think it's actually been going pretty well up until, like, all the farming. Which, I mean, at least the game is done for me.
Yeah, I've got to still do this shitstorm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, they're not the greatest. They're actually kind of
You know what? They're better than the fucking...
Yeah.
Like, the alternatives are worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the walkers.
I don't need
the Texas Rangers.
I'm so pissed. Like, how long has it been?
Up there, 1 hour and 22 minutes.
God damn.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
Okay, there's a full.
Nice.
That should be enough.
Yep, you have full.
Like, even if I bust those other walls,
Yeah.
I should have enough now. And I have 4 energy tanks and 5 lives, so I can beat this. I think we'll do post-commentary.
At least on this part.
But I'm definitely keeping my rage, like...
Yeah, that rage was pretty authentic. Yeah, it's... Like, you just spent so much goddamn time farming, and it didn't really help you that much.
It did because I haven't got a game over, like...
Yeah,
I mean,
but...
Technically... It's alright. Could right here work as a farming location?
If you can knock, like, it's not a good, and you don't need any other items. Like, see how I got pushed off there? Like, you cannot farm in this area. You can sometimes use pellets and get one to fall next to you, but...
Oh my god. Like, if I hadn't filled up, that wouldn't have been bad, and I would have
it's worth
just
using
taken
life
the hit.
to get there. I actually like this commentary a lot. Because even though it is kind of boring, I think we have good conversation.
Well, now, because you can actually, like, talk. Shit, I don't have enough wood to do this easy either.
You have 3. I think you can do 1 more wood.
1 more shield?
I think so. And if not, metal blades work even better because you can aim them in any direction.
Well, it doesn't work better because I actually have to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the sound they make, like, snag, snag. Snagglepuss.
Snaggletooth. God damn it, why are they all dropping?
Yeah.
Like, seriously?
Yeah, the number generator isn't fun. I think this is why also people like the normal mode, just because everything drops large energy tanks.
Yeah.
But this level is just plain annoying. Annoying, like, if you didn't need, like, all your crash bombs, like, if you just needed, like, half to beat it...
Yeah.
Would have been bad, but just,
Item 5. Item Z now?
Dragon Ball Z. And the walkers.
He's using up my flint? No, because I still have to get through him.
Yeah, I'd leave some air though. And just use quick. Quick is just as good.
Bless you.
Thanks. And like these areas, like you can avoid those shots. Don't use that. There's one more thing. Pause.
Yeah, you really do
the
have this
Sniper
game
Joes.
memorized.
Mm-hmm. Some of it.
Okay, good
It'll
enough.
get it.
It'll get it. Let's try to glitch it. Damn it.
Hachi, Machi.
God, if I need another energy tank, well, I'll use it rather than try farming again.
I hate that you have to wait for them to explode. Yeah, use an E-tank.
How much crush do I have?
Yeah.
Enough to take out the wall and blast it. Like, son of a bitch. I'm just not gonna chance.
Yeah. Or else it'll turn into Nate's farming adventure.
It's already...
Alright, Nate's farming adventure.
It's already Farmville-like.
Yeah. Nice.
No, not nice. Like,
Yeah.
I'm enraged.
2 more stages. Although the next ones are pretty quick.
Well, this one's the teleporter room, right?
Oh yeah, teleporter room. And you can use metal, so it's not that bad.
I don't know how much metal I have left.
Yeah.
Which one is Metal Man? Let's...
Right there. Yeah, you want to save him for later just because you want to have a full health.
I want to turn down the gain a bit because we're both closer to the mic now.
Yeah.
Okay, so... I guess I'll start with, well, Quick would be the one, actually.
Quick is right there.
Oh, and his level's a lot better.
Yeah, because he just runs. Yeah, like that brown line, I thought he was doing like a smiley face when I was younger. Yeah, it's when he jumps into that corner, he always seems to run. But he goes down so much easier on the flat plane.
The flat plane makes it a lot easier. What's the one right next to him?
Bubble.
Bubble's not bad. What did you try using against him?
Everything. Everything isn't that good.
I mean, I can beat him with pellets. I probably should have seen
He takes a while. How much metal do you have?
I have some.
No, you have a lot of metal.
Yeah, I guess life is actually more precious for me right now.
Yeah.
Than metal, at least. Okay, what's left?
Wood.
Wood. Bad. Do I need heat for anything else?
Nope. You can use up heat. The only thing you need is bubble, but...
What do I need against Wily's shit?
Crash and metal. Like, metal doesn't do more damage, but you can shoot it diagonally, which really speeds it up.
Okay. So
otherwise, use pellets against him.
Who should I do next?
Up there is Airman to your left, and the top...
And wood beats him?
Oh, yeah.
Let's try it. I've never chucked wood
Use the one below him.
Shit.
Heat's right here.
Should I use my bubble against him?
Oh, yeah, I think you'll have enough bubble if it's full. Just don't use it a lot. Yeah, bubble takes him down fairly quickly.
Wow, and you have...
Yeah.
Okay, who's this one?
That's air.
That's air.
Yep.
I'll use one shot of wood, and then...
His air thing will probably block it. There you go. Does a lot of damage against him, the problem
Does do good damage against him.
Problem is this Tornado will take you down. Tornado!
This is actually a lot easier than I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, upper...
Flash, Metal, and Crash.
Crash actually works against him?
Oh no, the boss up there is Flash Man, Metal Man, and then Crash is on the bottom.
Well, Flash was weak to metal, right?
Yep. And Crash is weak to air. And Metal's weak to metal or quick boomerangs. Die, Cop Man. I love the old explosions, like when all the Robot Masters die.
This one's metal?
Metal, yep.
So I should probably fight Crash first.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope
Crash.
I have air. Shit.
You have enough air to take him down.
Really?
He takes like 2 or 3 hits of air.
Do you need to hit him with all 3 tornadoes?
Nope.
Shit. Come on. Come on! Okay.
Ouch. So basically, whenever you shoot, he jumps. Might need an E-tank.
Yeah, oh my god.
Man, you really suck at this game. You still have one for the boss, and you still have metal blades against him.
Oh, I'm so just fucking disappointed.
Yeah, see, metal blades just take him down.
Now I remember. That much I remember. Okay, so what do I need for this boss?
Metal pellets work against him. He's weak to Crash. Metal's just good because you can shoot it diagonally. The first phase, though, actually, you can take it down with pellets.
Well, you can take it down with pellets.
Mm-hmm.
What's it weak to? Crash?
Crash. At least you had that one bomb. Yeah, so everything is just timing those bullets.
I might just die. Like, it's better than
Yeah.
using my last energy tank.
Yeah, because you need it for that second phase.
And I've got so many lives. I think I have like 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's see how this goes. Dr. Foolish. Try turboing him.
No, I found a safe place, which is what I needed. Like I was moving too much.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was just hiding in this corner.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and now you want your metal blades to hit him diagonally. Like, just take him down as fast as possible.
Probably should just E-tank it.
Yeah.
Or should I
It's your
die?
one chance. Like, I'd die and wait till I have full health. Because just getting used to how this pattern goes is essential. Like, you want to lose no life against the first part.
I mean, I'll take a hit, but...
Yeah.
Or several.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Dr. Wily. Dr. Albert Wily. Ooh. Nice.
Better than I thought. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you can use metal or pellets. Like, metal's nice because... And now use that E-tank.
Yep. Seriously?
Oh,
Ah!
damn. Now this is gonna
Now it's I'm just not gonna win. Does quick hurt him?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Like,
It
because
might.
it gets up in the air, it might actually...
Mm-hmm. At least not on this form.
Not this form.
Ah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's just that second form is so hard to predict how it's going to move. Like
I
everything.
needed to save an energy tank. Using 3 on those the fucking crash bomb section. Well, we'll try every weapon I have now.
Does as much as the pellets, and it's...
Easier to hit with.
It doesn't have the range though.
Yeah, that's true. God damn it. So fucking depressed. One thing's sure, I'm not playing this shitstorm again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good game. It's just
No, it's
frustrating.
bullshit. Did I hit record?
I think so.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm having my thing render right now. Wow. Boom. To think, every time you die, he has to pay for that thing shipped to get repaired again. It's such a lame pattern.
I'm just so pissed off.
Hmm.
Like, I farmed and farmed and farmed.
Moral of the story, don't farm. I mean, the only advantage usually when you play this game is that you start out with full weapons and crash bombs,
Yeah.
so it's not as bad. And the first form's so easy, that's really the worst part about it.